This is the second part of a tutorial to create a client-server side arrangement where we choose a card and then show it using a server-side script. So far we have created a form that allows us to make choices about which card to be chosen. We can choose using radio buttons which suit, and then when we click on show the card it takes us to a script which at the moment just says hello. And now we're going to develop that script so that it actually shows us the chosen card. This is the slightly fuller version of the code for the form that we've created. We haven't got quite as many values in here for the options, but otherwise mainly the same as what we have here. So I'm going to switch now to expressions where I have my show playing card script, which just echoes hello, and we're going to develop this into something useful. So the first thing we're going to do is we know we are having some values passed through from the form, and we're going to check that they're coming through okay and that we can use them. So I'm going to create a variable called face, and that's going to be using the get variable. Now if I say $_ it pops up certain special variables that are used within the PHP server. The get is the information that's sent through by a get request from a form. And we set up a get request in our form in the first part of this tutorial. We're looking for specific named variables. So if I have a look at those, we gave a name to our selection of select card value. And we have to match that exactly for the select variable. So select card value. And what that'll do is that'll take what was passed through and it'll then store it in a variable called face. So anything that starts with $$ in PHP is a variable. I also want the suit, so $suit equals $_get. And again, I'm taking a parameter that's been used before, and it was called radio suit. I'm going to spell that correctly. And we use semicolons at the end. It's a C-like language, so therefore we separate instructions within the semicolons. So I've collected those, and what I should be able to do is to then show them on screen. And what I'm actually looking to do is to put them together into the name of a file. So I'm going to say $target equals, it should be the suit, so $suit joined to, and we use a dot to join strings together, joined to the face value, joined to a .jpg file. And having got that, I'm then going to echo that instead of hello. So I'm just going to say echo, maybe stick it inside heading 1, something like that. So echo h1 tag. And because I'm using double quotes here, I can actually put this $target in there, and it will be pre-processed and turned into the actual information. Not doing well with my typing at the moment. But yeah, we should have a heading 1 with the value of the target replaced with actual information sent through. So I'm going to save this file. I'm going to upload that. So show playing card is going to get kicked up to the server. And now if I make a choice here, I'm going to choose the jack, I'm going to choose clubs, click on show the card, and we've got clubs_j.jpg is what's printed in a heading 1 style. So we know that we can send information through and it gets received. So back to our script, and we want to improve it now. Now one of the things you should do is never to accept values passed through from the client at face value. You should always make sure you've sanitized these. So instead of just using get here, I'm going to use filter_var as a function that I'm going to wrap round. So it takes some variables and it takes some flags. That there, the face, is just a string. So I'm going to say that I want it to be filter underscore sanitize, and that's an American Z spelling, underscore string. And what that means is that anything extra that was being passed through that might be part of a script or an attack on the server should be stripped out from that variable. I'm going to do the same thing for the suit. Filter underscore var, and I want to again make that a filter sanitize string. So all in capital, filter underscore sanitize with a Z underscore string. So I'm now using those, and I can be reasonably sure that there's not any hacker attacks that are going to pass things in to attack the server. Okay, I don't want to just echo these things out to the screen. What I want to do is to demonstrate them as an image. So instead of this h1 target thing here, I want to create an image tag. I'm going to say img. The way an image tag works is an image has a source equal to, and then we wrap the name of it inside speech marks. Now, because we've got single speech marks and double speech marks here, I'm going to have to stitch together the actual parts of this. So I've got image source and open a single quote. I'm going to stitch onto that the target, and then I'm going to stitch onto that a closing quote and then a closing tag. I could put more in here, like width and height and so on, but hopefully that's enough just to get us an image up on screen. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to save it. I'm going to kick that up to the server. So that is the show a card, show playing card, up to the server. And I'll just pause this while that happens. So now that that's uploaded, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to ask for a 2 of spades, show the card, and it has indeed showed that card. Now, one of the things I can do is some testing, not by using the form, but by sending things straight in here. So instead of a card value of 02, I could change that to a card value of 05. And then I can submit that again, and that seems to have worked. I can change this suit equals spades to suit equals hearts. Now notice that wasn't an option on my form. I didn't make an option for that, but it's still going to work and show me a local file. However, if I ask it to show me the 5 of, instead of hearts, I'm going to put the 5 of coins here, and press enter, then I get an empty image file here. It didn't find an image there, so it's a broken link in a sense. And so we want to guard against that and do a bit of defensive coding to prevent that kind of thing from happening. So I'm going to go back to show playing card here. And what I'm going to say is I've got my target. I'm going to say if, and I'm going to use a built-in function called file underscore exists. If file exists $target, then I know that I've got an image, and I can then do my echoing of that particular value. But if it doesn't exist, then I probably want to else, and then echo something different. Notice when I'm doing my code here, I'm putting the brackets in, then going back inside and filling something in, and that way I don't forget to close brackets. So I'm going to echo here. So your card, and then I'm just going to say $target does not exist in this folder. And because I've got this inside double speech marks, when it gets to $target, it should substitute the actual value that's been worked out. So let's try that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to boot it up to the server. So show card, show playing card, route it up to the server, and hopefully then if I go back and retry this with my coins thing, it should tell me that that doesn't exist. Again, I'll just pause this while it's doing its upload. I've returned it to my server script page here. It still has coins as part of this URL that I've been fake testing with. But if I refresh the page, it now says your card coins05.jpg does not exist in this folder. So that's a better result than just showing a broken image link. So if I was to look view source on this page, you'll see actually that there's not much to it. It's just a piece of text. That's not really a proper web page. So the last thing to do is to then wrap up some of the existing code so that it produces proper HTML. So if I just go back to my slideshow, we had our form. We've hooked that up to something that is going to show us the result of filter var on our get variables. And we're using filter sanitize string each time. There are other options that we can use, like filter sanitize number int, to make sure that something gets passed through as a number and so on. And we can even filter things to make sure they look like an email address and similar things to that. So you can check that out on the PHP website. We've improved our code here so that we are getting the target and checking it exists before putting it out onto the screen. But the last thing to do then is just to echo some proper HTML around the code that we're writing. We could just put this outside of the PHP tags, and it'd probably be a lot easier in a sense to do that with the WYSIWYG tools. But sometimes you do want the very first line of your code to be PHP in case you have problems with redirects on your server. If you've printed anything to the page before you try to redirect, it won't work. So I generally put all of the code inside PHP tags. So you can see here we just want a little bit of web code that's going to make our page a little bit prettier. I've set up the head and the body here. We print out our image and we close the body and HTML tags after it. So I'm just going to add that. I'm going to again pause while I add that code to the actual script itself. So you can see that I have added that code to my show playing card script. I'm echoing an HTML tag to open, a head that's got a title in it. Then I'm opening up the body and putting an actual heading, an H1 heading in there. I write my playing card onto the screen, and then I'm closing the body tag and the HTML tag at the end. I'm going to save that. I'm going to boot it up to the server. Show playing card gets passed across. So I'm going to try this out again. I'm going to choose the Queen of Clubs, click on Show the Card, and we have got a Queen of Clubs with a proper heading on the page now. One of the problems is that we can see all this information in the URL, and we might not always want that. It's a little bit of a security issue in some senses. So one of the things that I am going to do is now to replace all the get commands with post commands instead. So I'm going to come back to my choose a card, and I'm going to swap the method inside the form from get to post, and that means it will send the information but invisibly, and that means I then have to change all of the get variables here to post as well, because I'm fetching it from a different transport route. Having done both of those, I'm going to save all my files. I'm going to upload choose a card, and I'm going to upload show card, and we'll see how that's worked out. So I've refreshed the page. Here's my new version of the script. I'm going to try to show the 3 of clubs. Click on show the card, and notice that this time the URL has no clues about what was there, but it has showed me the correct card. So we've created a card displaying server script.